Breaking news. After what Malami said about Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu, and then we brought you up to speed on that. We've produced you with that video. If you have not seen it, please go on Apple Line Media on that video and see for yourself what Malami was saying about these two gentlemen, because their questions to say what is going on in Nigeria is not acceptable, and the government should not treat people in that light or in that way. For that reason, Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho, is undergoing serious persecution. For Sunday Igboho is all the way in Benin Republic after Nigerian government invaded his home. For Nnamdi Kanu, we all know what's going on in that light, in that regard. A lot of water has gone under the bridge, and it's quite unfortunate that there is no, true honesty to set people free for committing no crime. In this country, the innocents are persecuted. It's called the spirit of oppression that goes on in the land. The real criminals who steal, destroy, and do whatever are left to go, free, while others pay for the consequences of their actions. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Why judiciary is to blame for delay in high-profile cases as Malami is being antagonized. Mr. Malami claimed that the judiciary is to blame for the delay in high-profile corruption suspect in particularly true. He ignored the deeper problem in the Nigerian criminal justice system and forgot about himself, blaming others. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, has blamed the Nigerian judiciary for the nagging problem of delay in the detention of high-profile corruption cases in courts. Mr. Malami said this in an interview on Channels TV primetime program Politics Today on Monday, citing the case of a former secretary to the government of the Federation, Babache Lawa, whose trial at the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory over alleged abuse of office. Mr. Malami said, "You cannot by any stretch of imagination place a blame associated with the conclusion and determination of the case on the doorstep of the executive arm of government. It is exclusively a judiciary affair." He said the government was applying the innovative problem provision of the administration of the Criminal Justice Act 2015, a legislative intervention aimed at curbing the teething problem of the delay in the judiciary justice system in Nigeria. One of such provisions in the law is the day-to-day hearing of criminal cases, but corruption cases involving politically exposed persons have lingered for several years, despite this provision, which Malami blames on the judiciary and forgot about himself, that he is also to be blamed in some of the matters and himself is one of the criminals. While Mr. Malami ascertained blaming on the judiciary for the delay in high-profile corruption cases may be true with regards to certain cases, it is not the respect of others. For instance, the judiciary cannot be blamed for the over 6 years delay in the trial of the former National Secretary Advisor Sabo Denseki, accused by the President Muhammadu Buhari administration of diverting billions of dollars meant for procurement of arms under the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Nothing has been done. The delay is rather due to illegal detention of Mr. Denseki for about 4 years by the State Security Services SSS, frustrating the prosecution of the EFCC, the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. This is how they divert attention from the public and they protect those who have committed crime. Are we even leaving out Malami? Is Malami himself not one of those who should be investigated? Because, it's easier to point the fingers of somebody else and forget that the same finger that you are pointing at somebody else is actually pointing back at you. Yeah, we're looking at the people who did one thing or did not do the other thing. Have we considered that Malami himself, okay, this man himself is to be blamed? Because it's very, it's very quick. It's very easy to point fingers at others to say you are the cause, you are the problem, and forgetting that there is also a problem with you. President Muhammadu Buhari, for instance, will want to talk about, security of lives and property when your fundamental number one duty in the Constitution is to protect lives and property of which you have failed. And you go about to other countries talking about security when you, in your own home, in your own place, you cannot manage things. You go to the north and you exert energy and strength, putting people's children in detention in different places and making life unbearable for people because they spoke against your evil atrocities being committed in your administration. Yeah, then you tag them a name so that you can have legal grounds according to law to hold them bound to say they are terrorists, they do this, they do that. But you've forgotten that, these people, they are only saying we are being oppressed, we are not being considered, and our interest is not being protected. If we are part of a government, then let's know where we belong. We have no one to speak for us in the M of affair. Why is that? Is it that we don't have anyone who is learned, who is able, who has studied, or who has what it takes? If you look at the first 20 people in the country, is an Igbo man there? The first 20. So when you look at it, and Malami now is speaking about those who have committed one crime or the other. Who is Malami, by the way, to be telling you that the judiciary is to be blamed? Is all what they do, okay, to keep attention from them, to focus eyes on others, and to take the attention from all their failures. You see, all their failures, they try to take eyes from what has happened and what they have done wrong and focus attention on other people and put the eyes that these are the people who has not made this and that and that and that to thrive. Listen, my people, the time to speak up against, this evil, it's now. Malami that is saying in this regard, in this light, do you know how, this man's case is involved in every form of criminal activities going on in the land. Abubakar Malami, sadly and shamefully, the Attorney General of the Federation. Yeah, the Attorney General of the Federation. Sadly and shamefully, So what do we call this? So what do we owe this? Yeah, they come out and they tell you, they give you elaborate speech. It was the judiciary. It was this. It was that. What is your own? You are the Attorney General. Okay, the Attorney General of the Federation. You don't have responsibility. Yes, no form of responsibility attached to your belt. It's their fault. You got no responsibility. It's their fault. They are to be blamed. Welcome to Nigeria. Welcome to Nigeria. This is what they do. This is how they roll. This is how they roll. It's sad, but it's the truth. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.